I'm gonna just randomly when they're playing, I'm gonna come in like this, and then I go, what is that all about? And you're like, we're gonna reach out and slap it. I did.
check, check, check 1 2. Check, check. Check 1 2. Check, check. All good, all good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have sectionals volleyball. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have sectionals volleyball here this evening as your Farmington Knights will be going against the Core Jesus Academy Bears. Both these teams very highly touted within the state. Farmington just won districts for the third time in a row, back to back to back. As that happens, they have never really advanced too far out of sectionals. And with a win here in this game, they could, secure a spot in the Sweet 16 for state. Being that said, that would be a crazy accomplishment for the Farmington Knights, as just being that highly touted as a school, as a team, is it's a remarkable feeling. As the starting lineups are getting announced now, you all know your Farmington Knights: Lauren Bishop, Sarah Bauer, Macy Embry, Blair Busenbark, Jesse Miller. You have Macy Pauls and Kaylee Woolridge all ready and geared up to go. A few toutables on the bench: Jordan Harris, McKenna Moore, and Core Jesus looks ready. They are prepared, thriving. Both teams getting ready to play. This is a Misha-held event. Missouri State, the state of Missouri, my bad, holds this. They pick the officials. They regulate how much we have to charge for certain people to get into the game. And as the teams are getting ready now, we're about to kick off. About to get this game underway. I'm hyped for some good volleyball. If Farmington does win here, they have to play another game at 6 o'clock. And with a win there, they could secure a spot in the Final Four for state, which would be real nice to have. Core Jesus is an all-girls academy. I know their cross-country team is quite good, as they did advance out of districts. I don't know on the sectionals update As your Farmington Knights girls running team just finished 7th in sectionals. Congratulations, girls. Uh, really good season. They'll be looking forward to the next one as the girls varsity is super young and is only getting better. About to get play underway. These girls are ready, hyped. Sectional volleyball here in this Farmington field house, and everyone here is jittery, ready, and set to go. As Corey Jesus will be starting with the ball, serving it to your Farmington Knights. And it's away, right into the net. First points for the Knights. William Rogers was the first to serve for Corey Jesus, as here's Blair Busenbart. Good save, and it's on the ground. Farmington 2-0 early. Corey Jesus got looks a little anxious out there. Got some real tall trees up front. Good set. My bad, there's a set. And it's another point, Farmington 3-0. They got to a fast start early in this game. Corey Jesus has about 4 girls close to 6 foot tall. Just setting it over the net. There's a bump and puts it over the net. Sarah Bauer. There's the set. Point, Corey Jesus. 2 hits. Double hit. Number 10, Megan Ehlerman for the Corey Jesus Bears will be set to serve. And it's away. Right into the net. 4-1 Farmington. Macy Pauls serves it away. Set. There's another set and punches it over. Point, Corey Jesus. Emma Capranto is now back to serve. Out. As she put a bit too much on it, and it's Farmington's point, 5-2. Jessie Miller now back to serve. She's got a real cannon on her when she's up in front of that net. You gotta watch out. There's a bump. There's a set, and she spikes it down hard. Number 27, Jillian Mattingly spiked it down to the ground to make it 5-3 Farmington. As number 3, Madison Hoffman's back now to serve. And it's off. Busenbart, Miller. Macy Pauls hits it over. There's a set from Corey Jesus. Mattingly puts it over. There's a bump. Mattingly again. Miller hits it way up. Megan Roberts and Miller. Here's a set. And she kills it down. Number 26, Jennifer Newell, really put a lot into that ball. She got it to that floor pretty quick, for sure. Farmington's loud and proud tonight, like always, showing their true colors. As there's the serve. Woolridge. Miller hits it over. Good save by Corey Jesus. And Newell again puts it right over, blocked by Woolridge. 6-4 Farmington. Farmington serve. As Macy Embry will be checking in for Megan Roberts. Riley Wade, my bad. There's a set and the spike by Mattingly. There's the serve from Corey Jesus. Pauls. Miller And Harris puts it right over the net. She just sets it over, and number 20, Lillian Rogers, another point for Core Jesus. 6-6, it's all tied up. Core Jesus will be serving it away as Sophia Slinker is deep. Slinker goes to put it over. Pauls. Miller. Here's Busenbark. She hits it over. There's a kill. Embry couldn't save it. Core Jesus point. Megan Ehlerman went up to spike it down. There's Slinkard. Embry. Miller. Pauls puts it over into the net. 8-6 Core Jesus. Core Jesus loud and proud too, for sure, as they came in few numbers, but definitely representing their school, as Slinker is going to put it over again. Pauls. Miller. And here's Busenbark as she puts it over the net into the back corner. Knights retaliate. 8-7 Core Jesus. Knights will be serving as Woolridge is back deep to send her away. I was talking to senior Sarah Bauer last night during our Farmington football game. She said she's nervous to play, but also ready to win. Core Jesus, she knows, is a very tough school as Woolridge sends it away. There's Slinkard. And Ehlerman goes to put it down. Woolridge with the save. Harris tried to save it, but it hit the net. But as I was saying, Sarah Bauer ready to play, nervous still. She knows Core Jesus is a very good school when it comes to volleyball, as they're showing it here tonight. But she's ready to, make it to state. She wants to, make that final push with these girls that she's grown up with most of her life. So I'll be excited if these girls can reach the, goal. As there's Slinkard. Pauls now. Miller. And here comes Busenbark. Noel. Miller with the set. And there's Harris. Good play by these girls. And Kelsey Walton spiked it down with such force. Probably one of the hardest hits I've seen today. Left me speechless, literally. As here is Mattingly. Just going to serve it over. Embry goes up. Busenbark. And here's Harris. She's got to get it over. Good play. Here's Slinkard. Here's Walton. Watson, my bad. As Pauls died for the save but missed it. 11-7. Core Jesus. They still have the ball. Mattingly's still back to serve. Mattingly puts it over. Busenbark. Miller. And here's Harris. What a hit by Harris. Puts it in the back corner. She's got a laser on her coming off the bench. She's a real spark of offense. As Emma Caprado checks in for Core Jesus. Sarah Bauer now back to serve. Farmington needs to retaliate here, get a little run going. Caprado, Slinkard, Ehlerman. As it is out, Farmington's point, 11-9. Bauer, Caprado, Slinkard. As Watson tries to put it over, Embry with the save, Bauer with the set, and Miller spikes it, bounces off of her, gets it over the net. Pauls dives to try to block it, couldn't do it. 12-9, she was just a bit short. Good effort though. Slinker. She's back now, puts it over the net. There's Busenbark, Bauer. Here comes Miller. What an arm. 12-10. Core Jesus. Knights really fighting to stay in this game. They want that spot in the state. Riley Wade has checked in now for Farmington. Busenbark puts it over. Slinker with a set. Watson puts it down hard. Kelsey Watson, number 34, is standing at 5'11". She has an arm. She is a force to be reckoned with when she's putting that ball down, for sure. Pauls. What a hit from Pauls. Breaks the block. 13-11, Core Jesus. As Pauls will be back to serve now. Core Jesus player talking to the ref, discussing something. That will be slinkered. As play will resume, Macy Pauls now, ready to go. Caprado, slinkered. Number 28. Not on the roster, sadly. I'm sorry for you, number 28. Hard hit, but right into the net. Or right over the block, my bad. As here's Comprado. Really puts it over. Buzenbart. Bauer. As Woolridge puts it over. Elerman. Slinkered. What a block from Woolridge as Comprado sets it. And Buzenbart, what a save over the net. Bauer hits it now. Buzenbart puts it right over the net. Slinkered. Number 27, Jillian Mattingly finally wins that hard-fought battle. What a hit. 15-11, Core Jesus. These girls are ready to play. They're coming out here with some fires. Caprado will be sending it back off. Ooh, a little bit of confusion there. Pauls hits it over, but out. (16-11) Core Jesus in this first set. Both teams still has 2 timeouts left. Comparado. I think it's Comparado, I'm almost certain. Miller, as they're slinkered. And number 26 puts it over. Number 26 is also not on the roster. So, oh, my bad. No, it's Jennifer Newell. I'm just blind. As, if I'm not mistaken, Farmington calls a timeout. They're down 17-11. Core Jesus is coming out with some fire. Farmington's just, you know, the play's a little off. They're not on their top form at the moment. We know their potential is very, very high with this team. They got a lot of athletes, a lot of girls who can really, seems like they can jump out of this roof and get to that ball. Core Jesus is hyped up in the Farmington Fieldhouse. The Knights are ready now. Comparado now back to serve again. Riley Wade died for the save, couldn't get it. Just short. 18-11 now, Core Jesus. Buzenbart, Bauer, and there's Miller putting it down. Knights point. Calling it Core Jesus point on a double hit. Don't know about that call, honestly. Comparado now. Buzenbart, Bauer, and there's Woolridge. Out on Core Jesus. Point Farmington, 19-12. Still anybody's set. Knights can definitely go on a run. Still plenty of time left, but they have to do it soon. Miller. There's Mattingly. My bad, Newell. Buzenbart, Miller, as Woolridge slams it over, and that is a point for Farmington, 19-13. Miller now back to serve. She puts it over that net. There's Newell, slinkered. Good save by Buzenbart. Miller, as there's Jordan Harris. It comes off a little wrong, hits the net, 20-13 for Jesus serve. Jesus sends it over. Pauls, Busenbark, Miller. There's Comparado, Slinkard. And here's Mattingly. She puts it over. Harris, Pauls. They got to put it over the net. Miller, good hit. Comparado, Slinkard now. There's Newell going up hard. Miller with the save. Harris, Woolridge as it comes off again a little wrong. Woolridge didn't really get under it and hits the net. 21-13. Corjezu. As here's Hoffman now. Woolridge. Miller. It's Jordan Harris now. Just out Corjezu's point. She really put a lot into that one. There's Hoffman. Woolridge. Miller. She just puts it over the net. Little trick play there, you could say. There's Ewerman. Busenbark hits it up, and Pauls hits it over. Good save by, oh, there's Newell. Busenbark tries to save it into Jordan Harris's stomach area. Another timeout for Farmington. 23-13, Corjezu. This set nearing an end if Corjezu can put these last 2 points together. Farmington, of course, can't come back. We've seen crazier things. About 40 seconds left of this timeout. Farmington, they're definitely a team that can come out and give you fits, but Corjezu has really solved all the answers, you know. They came out, played some solid volleyball, but Farmington's ready to come out in the second set, I'm sure, really attack and make up for the mistakes they potentially made in this first set. There's always room for improvement. As here is Hoffman now back to serve. Hits the net, comes off a little weird. Woolridge dives for it, but this came off a little wrong and she missed it. Hoffman now back again, serves it. 24-13, Corjezu. Pauls. Busenbark hits it over. What a hit. Comparado, Slinkard, Mattingly. She puts it down for the final point of the set. 25-13. That's the end of the first set. Farmington, I'm sure, is ready to come out here, play a good second set of volleyball, and try to contest in the third set. But for that set, Corjezu definitely looked like the better team all around. They came out a little more composed. They were just hitting the ball a little bit better, and, really sharing it. They just look like a really complete team right now. Farmington, we all know what they can do. Our home team. We're just ready to see them succeed, potentially advance to state for the first time since I'm pretty sure I've been in high school. That would be something I would love to watch, definitely, just to see these girls succeed, some people I've grown up with. We've got about 2 minutes until the next set. Coach is talking it over with their squads. Julie Ward, Coach Baker, and Coach Eves already talking with their team. The Knights are back out on the court, ready to go, ready to play, ready to hopefully redeem themselves, you could say, in the second set. Corjezu now breaks their huddle. Ready as well to come out, about 50 seconds to go. Correzu takes a lot of pride in their school, All Girls Academy. They're in District 2, so they really had to compete to get here for sure. "20 seconds until we get the second set underway. I'm excited. Farmington's excited. Correzu is excited. Ready to see some more volleyball. Hoping this comes down to a third set just so I can sit here a little bit longer, watch some, again, more volleyball. That's my dream, honestly, is just for this to go to a third set. I hope it does. Pauls, Woolridge, Bauer, Embry, Busenbark, Bishop, and Miller are in the starting lineup for the Knights. Watson, Elerman, Slinker, number 28, Comparado, and then number 22, Lillian Rogers is in there. There's Comparado, Rogers, and Watson hits it way up. There's Comparado. Elerman puts it way over. Paul's right back over the net, out on Paul's first hit of the game for Farmington. Goes a little astray. As here is Lillian Rogers now back to serve. Embry, Busenbark, what a good hit. Miller, way up, and there's Elerman. Rogers. And hits it right back. What a block from Miller. 1-1, Farmington evens the score. We saw this in the first set. Farmington was very competitive up until about 10 or 12 points. Then it kind of got away from them. Let's hope they can come out the second set a little more composed throughout the match. As here we go, Busenbark now set to serve. Comparado, Rogers, and number 28. And what another block from Riley Wade. Knights are here to play. Not going down easy at all. Busenbark back again. There's Elerman, Rogers, Watson puts it down. Busenbark with the save. Miller just hits it over, and another point for Farmington, 3-1. On this, a sort of similar start, you could say. Definitely to the last set. Busenbark back again. Comparado, Rogers. Number 28 hits it. Pauls, Bauer, and there's Miller. What a block from Correzu. Bauer kind of whiffs the shot a little bit. Correzu's point, 3-3. Really just like, that's one of the saves or serves you really can't even touch. He's right on that corner, barely in. Honestly, it was a good hit. Ace, though. As there's Elerman. Wade, my bad. There's Pauls. As Busenbark hits it over. A little much on the shot. Point to Correzu. There's Elerman. Pauls. Bauer hits it right over. Comparado. There's Rogers. And number 28 again. What a hit. Bauer. Miller now puts it down. Correzu's point, 5-2-3. Elerman, Pauls, Bauer, and Wade tries to put it over. Miller now. Bauer hits it straight up. There's Busenbark, tries to put it over. Blocked by Correzu and straight down. 6-3. Elerman. They let it go. Farmington's point. A little too much on that serve. Good play there by Pauls to let it go. as Pauls is now back to serve. She sends it deep. Comparado, Rogers, and Watson drills it down into that back corner. Comparado now is back to put it over this net. As she does. Pauls, Bauer, as Woolridge right into the net. 8-4. For Jesus. Comparado back again. Puts it over that net. Pauls, Bauer, Miller now. What a hit. Point, Farmington. Farmington now trailing 8-5 against Core Jesus. Miller hits it over the net. Ewerman, Rogers, number 28. What a shot. Busenbark with a save, and she'll hit it back over. Good save by Core Jesus. Mattingly hits it right into the net. 8-6. Core Jesus. Ewerman, Rogers hits it right over. Another point for Core Jesus. A little confused on what happened there. As Hoffman putting it over the net. Woolridge, Miller. Harris tries to spike it down. Good block from Core Jesus. Ten to 6, Core Jesus. Hoffman now back deep. What a hit from Riley Wade. Puts it right over the defense. Slides off her hand, out of bounds. 10-7. Farmington staying in this game, trying to stay competitive. They need a little bit of life. They need some momentum to really break out and potentially take the lead. As they jumped out 4-1 on this game. Out of bounds on Embry, a little too hard. 11-7. As Sophia Slinkard is checking into the game. Slinkard puts it over. Embry, Miller. There's Woolridge just tipping it over, and there's Rogers. Comparado, and there's Ellerman. Point Core Jesus. Not sure exactly what happened. I think there was someone too far over, close to the net. There's Slinker now, hits it over. Embry, Miller, and now Busenbark with a spike. There's Comparado with the set, another set. Ellerman tries to put it down. What a save from Jesse Miller. As Mattingly tries to put it down, another block. Comparado, Ellerman just punches it over. Point, Farmington. Core Jesus ran into the net. 12-8, Farmington wins. What grueling play right there. Just so many spikes and hard blocks. You got to respect that kind of play. There's Rogers putting it up for Mattingly. Mattingly sets it over. There's Miller with the set for Busenbark. Tries to drill it over. What a save. Point Core Jesus. Pretty sure there was too many hits, if I'm not mistaken. Nowhere now. Harris who puts it down. She does not play around when it's time, when it's game time. She spikes that ball into the back corner. 9-13, Core Jesus. Sarah Bauer now back to serve. This Knights team is wanting to break into some kind of run of some sort. There's Comparado. Rogers, and there's Watson now putting it down. Point Correzu again in that very back corner. That's difficult to save for any player. I don't care who you are. Definitely missing my old commentating partner, Parker Bowman. Definitely last year we covered pretty much every single volleyball game. It's a real tragedy that he couldn't be joining me here today or at all this year. As William Rogers now back to serve. As it is out, Farmington's point, 14-10. Busenbark now back to serve. Rogers. As there is Ehlerman, she puts it way up. Pauls now. Bauer. They got to get over the net. Busenbark. Comparado. Rogers. Watson. Good block. Busenbark. Bauer with the set. There's Miller. Comparado with a great save. There's a hit from Bauer now with the set. Bishop tries to put it over. Comes down. What a block from Correzu. His team is just very solid. They don't give up a lot of easy points. Not a lot of mistakes at all. They definitely are just a sound team, Correzu is. As Ehlerman now back. Pauls. Busenbark. Good set. Riley Wade. Comparado with a diving save. There's Rogers. Ehlerman. Pauls tries to save it, almost hitting Coach Baker. Watch out, Coach. Ehlerman. Pauls now. Bauer with the set. There's Riley Wade. What a block. Pauls with the save as it goes out again. Farmington really can't catch a break as they call a timeout. It seems like every good save they're making, every great hit that, is really just coming out of like saves or anything like that. It's really just, traveling a little off and coming out of bounds, or some of their easier hits just aren't coming off the hand right and running to the net, etc. After this 40-second timeout, I'm excited to see if Farmington can come out with a little bit more fire, if they can come out with a little more win now, as they need to do is win now. They need to make some plays as we speak. As both teams are back on the court, ready to go. Correzu, Ehlerman will be back to send it deep. Bauer. Miller. And there's Wade hitting it over. Rogers with the good hit. And here is number 26. It flies out of bounds off Paul's. Another, like I said, just a weird hit. It came off weird. Really rolled off Paul's arms. Correzu back again. Ehlerman, if I'm not mistaken, back to serve. Bauer, Miller, and there is Bishop right into the net. 19-10, Correzu. Ehlerman back again. Bauer, Busenbark, Wade. What a hit from Riley Wade. Defender, like what's been happening to Farmington most night. Couldn't really get a good hand under it as the ball just fell out of bounds. 19-11, Farmington still has a chance. That's definitely possible. It's anybody's set. Quote the Parker Bowman again. Point Farmington. She raised the ball. In other words, she kind of caught it instead of just hitting it. 19-12, Correzu. Pauls now. Official talking to Correzu's head coach, I'm going to imagine. Sends it away. Comprato. Rogers, number 26, sends it back. Miller hits it way up. Little mishit on Miller's part. She did not mean to do that. You can see the look on her face. Did not intend on that to be the outcome. As there is Comparado now back to serve. Watson's on the bench for Correzu, surprising in a closing moment like this. The way she's been playing today. Hits it way over on the first hit. There's Roger, or my bad, number 26. Another point for Correzu, 21-12. Correzu sends it back, and there's Bauer at the set. Miller now. What a hit. Finds a little gap, and she gets a point for Farmington. 21-13. Farmington needs to try to force a third set here if they're trying to keep their season alive. Coming down now to the final, few points. It's win or go home, really. As there's Ewerman, Rogers, number 25, if not mistaken. Haven't seen her all day. Point Farmington as they're coming back now a little bit, 21-14. They got a little bit of momentum, trying to build on it. But as I was saying, Jessica Smith had a save earlier. Haven't seen her all game. Good to see someone else check in. As here's Rogers. Mattingly puts it over. What a save as Harris just stinks it over. Rogers, Comparado. It's number 26, and she puts it right over the net. Thought it was blocked. It came on Correzu's side, but it blocked and slid down Farmington's side, 22-14. As Madison Hoffman will be back to serve this ball away. Here we go. Sends it away. Woolridge, Miller, Riley Wade puts it over. There's Rogers. Number 26 puts it right over. Point Correzu. Miller with the set. Woolridge tries to put it over. Miller, Ewerman, Rogers, Mattingly. Comparado with the set. Now Rogers, and there's Newell. Just out. Farmington's point, 23-15. Farmington keeps the season alive for just a little bit longer. Let's see what they can do. See how this team fares now. It's kind of the closing points. They really need to keep, possession of this ball. They need to keep scoring points, try to win. Embry, Comparado. There's Rogers, and here's Newell. What a block from Farmington off of a Correzu player. 23-16. Farmington now trying to make a push into something. Embry is ready, and she hits it. What a set. And Mattingly thinks it over. There's Miller. Busenbark just hits it over. There's Rogers. Newell. What a block. Busenbark tries to hit it over into the net. 24-16. Game point at this rate. If Correzu scores, Farmington season's over. That's how it sits. Embry. Miller. Harris. Comparado. Rogers. Mattingly. And that'll do it. Farmington Knights will fall to the Correzu Bears 25-16 in 2 sets. It was a well-fought game. Farmington came out strong in both sets. Kind of jumped the gun, 5-1, 4-1. And then Correzu kind of found their footing. It became a much closer set. After so long, just the more sound team kind of took over, took control, really led the game. And with that, that'll do it. The Farmington Knights fall 25-16 in the second set. I'm Chucky Lambert, and we'll see you later.